Hey there, good afternoon, best buds. This is Miss Evelyn coming to you. You know, I've got a taste for some buttermilk biscuits, and I very seldom I get a taste for it. But today, for some reason, I just want some buttermilk biscuits. But I just want enough just for me. So I'm not going to make a full batch. I'm just going to make, hopefully, if I can get between 4 and 6 biscuits, hey, that's good. Because what I don't eat, I can always save, you know, for tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday, and I can make me a delicious breakfast sandwich because I got some turkey patties in there. I've got eggs. I've got bacon. So, you know, I put all that together, baby, and you talking about a show enough good eating breakfast sandwich. So, without any delay, because I can talk as well as you guys know. And hey, this is the first time you actually just seeing me actually do a recipe. And I think I'm going to enjoy it, and I hope you guys do too. So we're going to get busy, and I'm going to get this buttermilk biscuit going. Okay? All right. Okay. Here we go. Now, what I did, best buns, I've already then sifted my flour, but I want to show you guys something. Now, this is what I do. Now, I have about 2/3 cup, around about 2/3 cup of the buttermilk. Buttermilk. Lord, I got the buttermilk. I'm sorry. I got about 2/3 cup of the self-rising flour, and I always sift. When you sift, you get a much. You separate the flour from the little hard flour. I call them little flour rocks that you actually get when your flour's been sitting a while. And it's always good to sift, because as you sift the flour, you're making the flour lighter. So that way, when you mix it in with your to make your batter, and you bake off your goodie, that means you're going to have a light, tender product. So I'm planning on having a light, tender buttermilk biscuit. Okay, so, but I'm just going to show you how I do it, okay? All right, now, mind you, this has already been sifted. It's about 2/3 cup. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's okay, that's good. And what I do is I just go in and I just lightly pat the sides of my little sifter here. Yeah. I don't have nothing else to do, baby. I take my time. And I tell you something, it's no rush in my game. I mean, I love good eating. I love to cook. I love to bake. And so when you enjoy doing something that you enjoy doing, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. Okay? Now I'm going to get the rest of it here, put in there. Okay? And I'm just sifting. Lightly hitting the sides of my little sifter here. Okay. All right. There we go. Simplest 1, 2, 3. All right. Look at that flour. Just as light as it want to be. I hope you guys can see this. My lighting in my kitchen may not be that good, and I hope it is. I hope you guys are able to see that. Now, what I'm going to do is I cut up about maybe 3 tablespoons of butter shortening. Okay, this is Crisco, but it's the butter shortening. Okay, I like that a lot better, because what it does, it just adds more flavor to whatever you're baking, and I just love it. And I don't waste not, won't not. So I'm gonna tell you something. This is just me. I'm scraping, scrape. Oh, and the reason why I'm wearing these gloves here, I was pulling something out of the oven, right? Wasn't paying any attention. And I know I'm not the only one who has experienced this, but oh my goodness. As I was pulling my baked good out, I guess I had my hand lifted up too high at the edge of the top of the oven, and it scorched my finger. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So that's why I'm wearing the gloves, okay? But normally when I'm in my kitchen, I said my kitchen, I don't wear gloves, okay? Because it's all about me. You know, I do me in my own kitchen. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do here. I put my butter shortening in here, and I'm just going to take it, and I'm just kind of like, gosh, I hope you guys can see this. I'm covering the butter up with the flour, right? And the reason why I do that is because I don't want all the butter to you know, find themselves gathering and having a little talk about me, you know. I like to keep them separated. So then I'll go in, and then I just go in and I just pinch, you know, just go in and just pinch it, you know, because you really want to work that butter into your flour. You just don't want to just dump it and hit it a couple times, you know. I mean, this ain't no, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just going in and I'm breaking the butter up into the flour, you know, kind of lightly. I mean, don't be rough, you know, be gentle, you know. I mean, you know, it's all good, you know. And when you know what, I'll tell you something, I tell anybody, when you're in the kitchen and you're baking, don't have several things going on. You know, you're answering the phone, the door, you know, because people always seem like they always want to come around when you're busy doing something. But bless their hearts, I'm always glad to see somebody and talk to somebody, don't get me wrong. But when I'm in my kitchen and I'm doing me, that's what I concentrate on. I love this part of it, you know. It's relaxing to me, it's soothing, and I enjoy it. And I certainly enjoy the finished outcome as well. Yes, I do. Okay, now listen. Now I want you to look at this here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that or not. I hope, I don't know. Well, you probably can't, but anyway, I'll describe it to you. It's kind of like, like little peas, you know, like little pockets of butter, little tiny pieces of butter. Almost kind of put you to mind. They always say, oh, you know, work it down to a pea size. But when you look at it, yeah, it kind of look like little tiny peas. You know what I'm saying? And so this is really, really good. It only takes a few minutes, actually, a few seconds to do this. Now, I'm going to make a little space in here because I'm getting ready to use my buttermilk. And you always want to, I don't care what you're using, shake it up, especially buttermilk, because buttermilk, it really gets, it's already thick, but it gets thicker when it's just sitting in the refrigerator. So when you take it out, you give it a few shakes, you know, shake it up there real good and everything. Now listen, I'm not going to measure this. I'm just going to go by feel. Okay, I'm going by feel because I'm not making a full batch. I'm only making enough. Like I say, if I get 4 biscuits out of here, I'm good to go. So I'm gonna just put in just enough and work it in very lightly, very gently until all of the flour has been moist or moistened. Okay. Okay. So here I go. Just putting in a little bit at a time. Remember now, buttermilk is thick. And you want to go in and you just want to take a little bit of flour at a time. You know, you don't want to just go in and just wet all the flour, because then you may end up having too much liquid. If you have too much liquid, just add a little bit more flour. And if you don't have enough liquid for buttermilk, just add a little bit more buttermilk, you know? Yeah. So, oh, wow, I think this is cool. You know what? I am just too good for my own self. I think I done did it, y'all. I think I'm fine. I think I'm good to go. I want to say I am anyway. Yeah. I think I did it, y'all. All right. Okay. So I think I just put in just enough to do what I have to do. And I'm going to show you in just one second here. I'm going to get it all combined in there together and everything. And yeah, buddy. See, when it comes into a ball like this here, then you know that you're on the right track, okay? And you don't have any more batter or flour that's sticking to the bowl. Just work it in there very lightly, very lightly. And the best way I can explain it is when you're changing a newborn baby, you don't go in rubbing and scrubbing their little bottoms. You go in very gently, you know. You don't want to hurt those little munchkins. And then I don't want to make my buttermilk biscuits tough either. So that's why I, you know, I just go in very gently. Now, I'm going to show you this here. You see that? Come on now. See how easy that was? I got my little ball here. Got my little ball going. And, of course, I got some on my fingers there. Now, this is what you do, okay? And you want to scrape all this goodness off of your gloves, you know? Because that's goodness, baby. That's goodness. When it all bakes, it is sure enough good. So you want to scrape that all off right there. And then just take your biscuit ball dough or your dough. And then just go back around your inside of your pan or your bowl. And then just roll that little extra goodness on. This is so soft, I'm telling you. And you don't want to play with your dough. Okay, you just want to just handle it enough where, oh, let me get my little extra flour here. What am I doing with my extra flour? Munchkins, oh, here it is. My goodness. Okay. I got a little bit of a self-rising flour in here too, right? Okay, now this is my makeshift counter, only because when I try to use my counter here, I couldn't get my phone elevated at the right spot that I wanted. So I had to go in. I had to make my makeshift counter inside of my sink. Ain't that about nothing? And I'm using on top. I got it sitting. I got my pan, which is my bake pan. I got that resting on 2 plastic containers, so it gives me the right height that I need. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now this is what I'm gonna do. Got me a little bit of self-rising flour in here. I'm just gonna take it. It's just a little bit, and I'm just gonna smooth it out just like this here. Just really, really lightly. Okay. And you do that because you don't want your batter or your biscuits mix to stick. And what I do, I just go in and I just pat it. Turn it over and I just pat. Just pat kind of gently, you know, don't go crazy with it. You know, you don't have to just be body slamming it. Don't be angry when you're in the kitchen doing anything. Okay, and especially when you're making dough, because you don't want to beat the dough up. You may want to beat up the situation that you're angry about, but you don't want to beat up your biscuit dough or your cake batter or your you know what I'm saying. Be gentle, you know, be gentle. Okay, so that's what we're doing, and I you know what I like. I don't really like okay, this is me. This is me now. I'm talking about me. I don't like the thick biscuits. I really don't. And then, I mean, I lean more towards, how can I put it? I lean more towards the medium to the medium thin kind, you know? That's what I kind of lean towards mostly. Because I just don't like thick biscuits. And when I make dumplings, and you know what, I'll tell you something. Let me tell you a little story about dumplings. I never liked dumplings when I was coming up. Okay, I'm just telling you, I ain't been crazy about no chicken and dumplings. Only because when I was coming up, Grandmama and them, Grandma Rose and Auntie Biggin and all them, when they made their dumplings, which is it's a dough, of course. It's like a pasta dough, you know, but back then they wouldn't call it no pasta. They just made it out of just bread. I mean, it's just regular pie dough, or you know. And so they would cut it too thick. I didn't like it, and it was like, yeah. But I have done it my way, and I make my dumplings kind of more like on the thin side, and it's so much better. I like that. I really do. I don't make chicken and dumplings that much. I ain't that crazy about it. Like some people say, oh, chicken and dumplings. Well, you know. But I will make it. I will make it. Okay. All right. Enough of that. Now, okay. I got this patted down. Okay. It's about, what I want to say, about a half of an inch or maybe an inch. Yeah, about an inch thick. I know my sides, my edges are pretty thin, so now I just gotta pat it down in the middle here because I don't want a big fat thick middle, you know, and thin edges. Okay, all right. Now this is what I'm gonna do. Got my little biscuit cutter here. Oh my God, no, Evelyn, no you didn't. No you didn't. Yes you did. Yes you did. You used all your flour. But anyway, there's still some flour here. So I'm gonna go in, and when you cut out your biscuits, okay, this is what you do. When you cut your biscuits out, you want to get them as close to the edge, but don't cut the edge, but you just want to get them close to the edge, okay? All right, because when you're cutting, you want to keep your cuts as close together as possible, and you do it. And when you cut out your biscuit round, you put them in your pan, which is already greased or sprayed, or you know, and everything. Now I'm gonna tell you something. This is an old pan. I keep in and everything, child. Let me show you something. Let me show you what this looks like. Look at that. Look at that. Don't tell me that ain't been used. But you know what? It's good and broken in, and that's what I like about it. You know, when you get stuff and you break it in, you don't want to throw it away because I'm gonna tell you, it bakes off the best. You hear me? The best of anything that you put in it. Now it's worn, so that's why I put me some aluminum foil in here, and I done sprayed it down and everything. So now I'm gonna cut my biscuits, okay? And just go down, just go straight down, straight down. You ain't gotta do all that little twisting and turning. Just go straight down, and you cut. You go straight down, and you cut. You go straight down and you cut. You go straight down and you cut. Now, hopefully, I can get these rounds out of here without messing up. But I should, because you know why? Because I floured my dough. I had flour on the bottom of my little pan here as I was cutting them, so they'll come up just like that. Oh my goodness, just so pretty and soft. Oh my God, this is gonna be some good eating, y'all. This is gonna be some good eating. You hear me? Okay, all right. Now I should have enough. Okay. How am I gonna do this? All righty, girl. All righty. Because I want to get them close together, and I think I may have enough room to maybe do one more. Now, when you have these little extras scraps like these here, like what I got, you just put them together and you gently press down. Don't take them and ball them, put them in a ball, and then try to. That's too much. That's too much. You're toughing them up, and you don't want to do that. You know. Want not, waste not. I said, waste not, want not. All right, y'all. Okay, I'm patting this down. Just patting it down. That's all I'm doing. I'm just patting it down. Yeah, baby. Just think about a baby's bottom. That's all you got to think about, baby. In handling your dough. Just think about a baby's bottom. Be gentle. Be kind. Be loving. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut out. Pressing down, y'all. Pressing down. Okay. All right. Take that off. Woo-wee. Let's see here. Now. Okay. I may have to. Can y'all see what I'm? Y'all don't see what I'm doing, do you? Okay. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to get them over here a little bit. Okay. Because I won't. It's so tender and everything. It's wonderful. Some good eating. Okay. I like to make them touch a little bit there. And I should, let me see here. I got enough right here. I'm going to make me a little one and put it in the middle. Yeah, put it in the middle. Can y'all see that? Okay. Let me turn around this way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Putting this in the middle here. Yep. Okay. Now, let me see if I can't Let me turn y'all on back around here to make this last little one here. Make this last little one here. Okay. Now I'm pressing down. I'm not going to make that one too big because I got to put that one in the middle. Yeah. I'm just going to put that one right in here. Squeeze it in here between these other ones. Yeah. So it'll feel love and want it. All right, y'all. Okay, listen, my oven, ooh, it's already ready for me to put my biscuits in here, okay? Now, this is what you can do if you want to. You can put an egg wash on them. You can put butter on them before you put them in the oven. It's up to you, but I just stick them in the oven, okay? And what I'm going to do, now I hope I can work this thing, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to cut this off and start back. If I can put it on pause, I don't know. I don't know if I can put it on pause. But anyway, we're going to see. We're going to see, okay? And then, oh yeah, and I'm going to bake these for about, no more, less than 10 minutes. But always watch. Look at them within 4 minutes and see how they're, how they're coming along and and get the brownness that you want, okay? So hopefully I can do this here and I'll be right back. Hopefully, Jesus. Keep me near the cross. Okay. Keep me near. Hey, pumpkins. I'm back. Just took these delicious looking biscuits out of the oven. See, I kind of like mine thin. Thin, not too thick. And now I'm going to put some butter on them, right? I already got my butter already melted and everything. So this is going to be some, woo, been waiting on this here. Yes, indeed, been waiting on it. So I'm just buttering it up. I just melted, maybe about three tablespoons of butter. Don't need a whole lot of butter. I only got about, and you know what I said about 4 to 5 biscuits, 4 to 6 biscuits, and I got 6. That's counting that little one, Yeah, I'm just buttering them up right now because I butter them as soon as you take them out of the oven because they're ready. I mean, they're ready to absorb anything you put on them, honey. When it's just like your pores. When your pores are open, they absorb everything. So yeah. That's those buttermilk biscuits, I tell you. I might as well just try to use up all this butter. And what I don't use, I'll use again on something else. But anyway, okay. Now I done did that. Now, let's see here. Ooh, Lordy, which one should I get? Look at that. Look at that buttermilk biscuit. Look. See? This is how I like mine. This is exactly how I like mine. And I'm going to tell you something. When I make my breakfast sandwich, this is why I like it. When I make my breakfast sandwich, I take 2 of these. Yeah, buddy. I take 2 of them. Put my cheese and might even slice up one of those Vidalia sweet onions. Get me a slice of onion and then that turkey sausage or that bacon that I've already prepared. Either one, whatever one is my meat. Yes, indeed. Then I might put another piece of cheese on top. Who knows? And then I'll slap some jelly on there. I got some apricot jelly. That's what I'm going to use on top of these hot biscuits here. Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, I got my little apricot jelly here. It's been in the refrigerator. But that's all right. Oh, when it hits this warm buttermilk biscuit, honey, it's all good. It just succumbs to whatever. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all just, you know what, I'm going to tell you something. You young heads just don't know what you're missing. This is one part of history that you don't have a clue. But this is some good eating. I tell you, once you make some buttermilk biscuits, make your own, you won't be buying them no more. Unless you're just in a crunch or pinch where you just have to grab a can and bust it open, you know, hit it on the counter and bust it open, you know. But this is so easy and so quick to do. I just don't understand it. I don't understand this generation, but that's all right. I guess it ain't meant for me to understand it. Oh, okay. Enough talking, Evelyn. Now I'm gonna show you. I eat what I bake and what I cook. And I'm gonna show you right now. To show you how good it is. Oh, it's cool. Okay. Lord Jesus, if the Lord was to take me home right now, I wouldn't have a problem. Buttermilk biscuits. Got that little crunch. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it or not. Yeah, Lord. Yeah. Now, I'll tell you something. Y'all do you, and I'll do me. Can't beat it. I don't care what nobody say. This type of cooking will never, ever go out of style. It's almost a lost art, basically. You know? Get in the kitchen with your babies. With your nieces and your nephews, because boys need to learn how to cook too, as well as girls. And your husband, if you got one, or your significant other, or whoever you got. Go in the kitchen with them. Make some buttermilk biscuits. You never go wrong. I love it. Okay, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this little video. You know, this is the first time I just actually done this here. You know, recording it. And with me in it, and actually showing you how I make something. So, I don't guess it'll be my last time. This apricot jelly. Lord Jesus, Father God, let me cut this thing out. Because I can eat and talk at the same time. But listen, best buns, y'all have yourself a good one. I hope y'all like this video. I hope you learned a little something. And if not, watch it again. Have a good one. Miss Evelyn loves every one of you. Have a good one, buns.